Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the second subtopic, which is 3.2, the first order linear differential equations. So there is one goal here, which is to solve it. Okay, the word here to solve the first order linear differential equation by means of an integrating factor, or I call this as IF. Okay, IF, integrating factor, and this is the key for this subtopic. Okay, we must get the integrating factor because when our integrating factor is correct, means our answer will be correct. If our integrating factor is wrong from the middle answer there, and then the end answer will be extremely wrong as well. Okay, so let's have a look at this first question. dy dx plus with 2y equal with x. Okay, so first step first is s. S means standard form. Okay, you can write it down there. It is called as standard form. Can you see? This is called as standard form. Okay, please write it down. Standard form. Okay. So what does it mean by standard form? Standard form is this one. Standard form is we must have a single dy dx. Single, yeah? Single means coefficient 1 dy dx plus with px times y. So this y variable is a must. Okay, I think we should highlight this now. I think we all should highlight this. This is a must. Okay, standard form must have dy dx. If they use the y variable, this means that this is the y variables that they are talking about. Okay, so y variable here is very important at the second term here. Okay, this is the second term. Okay, so basically you must remember this bentuk. You must remember this form saying that you must have one coefficient of dy dx. You must have px. I mean, it means that any function times with y and then equal to any function. So basically, let's see whether our soalan menepati ciri-ciri standard form ataupun tidak. So, adakah soalan kita menepati ciri-ciri standard form? Yes, sebab kita ada coefficient 1, dy dx dan juga variable y. Okay, and so we know from here, our value of px sebenarnya bernilai 2. Bukan bernilai 2 lah. It means whatever function here is your p, is your p function. Okay, p is actually a function, you know. This is coincidentally, this function is named as constant function. Okay, this is constant function. Walaupun nilainya hanya 2, tetapi dia adalah constant function. Sebab apa? P bermaksud p function. So 2 is just a constant functions. Okay, it could be any other function as well. So in this case, kita sudah pun mendapat standard form yang cantik. Now second step is I. I means IF. I means the integrating factor. Okay, integrating factor ataupun IF. So we must name the IF as huruf V. You know, we use the letter V. We just follow it. We use the letter V untuk IF. So I write down here our Vx is actually equal to exponent. This one you got to memorize it. No choice. Exponent integrate apa? Integrate the IF, you know. The IF lah. Integrating the constant functions that you have here. In this case, function P lah. What I meant here is you got to bring your P inside of this integral. And then you will get the answer, which is exponent 2x. So this is a very, very, very important IF, which means you must get this correct. If you got this correct, you will have everything down there correct as well. Okay, this is very important. Now, let's go to the next step. M bermaksud multiply. Multiply apa? Multiplykan integrating factor kita ke dalam setiap term, ke dalam standard form kita. So I write down our standard form dulu. dy dx And then I think I want to change this into green color as well, so that I can know that I need to times it. dy dx need to be times with exponent to x, and then plus with exponent to x lagi sekali, darabkan dengan 2y, darab ya, dan equal with exponent to x lagi times with x. So basically what I did here is just I times my integrating factor with my standard form. Itulah step yang ketiga, iaitu step multiply. Okay, and then step seterusnya, step keempat, P. P bermaksud product rule. Okay, P bermaksud product rule yang berbentuk reverse. Apa maksud reverse? Kejap lagi saya explain. So, cara penulisannya, you kena hafal saja. So, d dx with a big bracket, and then you put the y, this y, okay? Put the y inside here. Ini adalah bentuk product rule. Dan bentuk product rule ini perlu didarabkan dengan kita punya x, kita punya if. Okay, itu adalah cara penulisan yang tepat, which mean you gotta hafal it. Okay, you memorize it and you will never go wrong. Okay, remember whatever the variable here, you take it. So we are using the variable y now. Okay, and then we must times it with our if. That is the method. Just follow it first. Kejap lagi saya explain kenapa. And then equal it with exponent x, the value of x times with, not the value of x, the variable x times with exponent to x. I just rearrange this into this. Jadikan x di depan, nampak cantik. Okay, and then now I will explain to you why does it call reverse process. Why does it call as reverse product rule? Sebab kalau kamu perasan, ini adalah bentuk soalan product rule. Ini adalah bentuk soalan product rule. Sebab apa? Sebab kalau kamu let ini u, ini v, betul tak? If you let your u is exponent to x and your v is y, and then you differentiate, you find the u prime and the v prime, you akan magic, tiba-tiba dapat atas ni. Atas ni. Ini adalah hasil product rule VU prime plus UV prime. You tak percaya? You cuba buat sendiri, you akan nampak sebiji seketul sama jawapannya. Saya tak nak tunjuk di sini. You try it by yourself. If you let this U, you let this V, and then will you get this answer? Yes, you will get it. So sebab itulah dia dinamakan sebagai reverse, sebab kita sedang cuba dapatkan soalan. Sebab jawapan memang dah ada. Jawapan dia memang dah magically ada di left hand side here. Left hand side part here is magically there. Tiba-tiba dapat product rule yang berbentuk soalan. That's why I said you must memorize d dx times it. d dx differentiate the variable y, but you must times it with the if. Okay, the integrating factor of this question lah. So lain soalan, lain integrating factornya sendiri. Okay. Next step is I. I means integrate. I means integrate. So we are going to integrate both side. Okay, both side. Daripada mana? Daripada apa yang kita dapat di atas ni. If you see here, I duplicate it. When I duplicate it, I put integrate both side with respect to x. So you sedar tak apa saya buat ni? So I integrate both side and I put dx both side. And then I realized that, integrate bertemu differentiation. Therefore dia hilang. Maka tinggallah dalam ni sahaja. Tinggallah y exponent to x. Settle. Left hand side is just your exponent to x times with y. Okay. Okay, this is just literally, you got it here, you got it there. I just copy paste from here. Sebab apa? Sebab differentiation bertemu integration hilang. Tinggallah dalam saja, copy paste. And then on the right hand side here, this seems familiar. This is polynomial. This is exponent. Therefore, I can't use substitution method. It doesn't work here. Substitution method doesn't work here. Therefore, I can use IBP. I need to use integration by parts. And so I have done my let U and let DV here. And you know how to solve by using by part. And so this is my by part formula, which I already subs in the variables there. And then what should I do? I copy paste my left hand side answer. Okay. And then I take this, my integration by part on the right hand side, and then I solved it. What do I get? So here I will get negative 1 over 2 exponent 2x over 2, right? Then don't forget to put plus c. Therefore, since this is times, I am not yet finished. I need to continue, simplify it. I will get 1 over 4. Am I right? I will get 1 over 4 exponent 2x plus c. Okay. Now, you can either stop here or you cannot stop here, my dear. Untuk soalan integrating factor, we must make it y as a subject. Untuk integrating factor, kita perlu jadikan dia kita perlu. This one, we must make y as a subject. This one got no choice. We have to make it y as a subject untuk integrating factor saja. So, y is equals to 1 over 2x minus 1 over 4 plus c over exponent 2x. Yeah, c over exponent 2x. Kenapa? Sebab kita divide every term with exponent 2x, therefore kita ada di bawah ni lah. And so that's it. This is the final answer for who? For integrating factor kind of concept. Jadi, as a conclusion, I would say that sebenarnya method saya ni mempunyai nama. Okay, saya namakan, bukan saya lah actually, it's a matriculation lecturers name it as SIMPI technique. SIMPI, SIMPI technique. Okay, if you look closely, I use S as a standard form, I as the integrating factor, M as the multiply, P is the product rule, and I is the integrate both sides. Basically, all of this is SIMPI. SIMPI. I write it down here. SIMPI. SIMPI is just a name of the steps. Okay, it's just the name of the step by step. Untuk apa? Untuk senang saya mengajar dan juga senang untuk student mengingat dan menghafal. That's it. That is how the SIMPI technique is used. And we got the answer in terms of C sebab ini adalah general solution. We are not given yet the conditions. We will do that in our next video. Okay, but here there is another example that I can show you, which I hope you do as your practice. So this is the question. The question is dy dx plus 2 over xy equal with 1 over x plus x minus 1. Okay, this is what I'm saying. So basically, I want you to do this SIMPI technique again. Okay, you must make sure your standard form is having a 1 coefficient at dy dx, and then you must determine your px function. Okay, your p function, you must make it clear so that what? So that you can get your integrating factor perfectly. When you get integrating factor, you must integrate above the exponent here, okay, and then you will get 2 ln x over here, and then you use the law of logarithm, you bring the 2 above, you will get x squared, and then exponent bertemu ln, dia hilang, tinggallah x squared sahaja. So this is where your integrating factor must be correct. As I said, very attentively, I said your integrating factor must be correct. If you get it right, you will never go wrong until the end of it. Okay, so you next step is multiply the x squared for each term in the from the apa ni standard form. Okay, darabkan setiap term di situ, and then you simplify it. And then here goes the next step, product rule. Product rule, as I said, put the dx, put the y together with you. So yang warna warna merah ni penting lah. Okay, d dx and the variable y must be there. And then don't forget to times it with your if. Whatever your if there, you use it again at the product rule punya step. Okay, you put it here. Okay, your own answers of if. Okay, and then last step is integrate both sides. When you integrate both sides, you can cancel out. You will only get y x squared. Okay, y x squared. And then yang belah kanan ini, we solve this. This is a bit longer. We use long division so that we can get a simplest kind of we can get a simplest way to integrate it. So I use the long division, and then I can integrate it nicely and happily, and this is my answers. I hope you can do it by yourself without me showing you step by step, which I think you boleh. Okay,